What is up everyone? So today is a very special day. Today is when we hit 5,000 subscribers! Woohoo! Alright, it's not a lot lah, but to me it's a huge milestone. So thank you to all of you who have been watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And hence the Q&A video for me to answer all of your questions. And let's just begin. The first question by Desqua. Hi Sean. What or who inspires you to create travel or music videos? Basically, okay, for music, right, I like to watch Kurt Hugo Schneider. You know, his music videos are super creative. The way he makes his music is also very creative. For travel videos, I would like to watch like Taylor Cut Films. I think he's pretty good. Does pretty good tutorials as well. So JR Ali, this guy who does crazy amounts of like transitions, like Devin Supertramp. Okay, his early like travel videos really inspired me to pick up the camera and to get a glide cam and to start shooting. So yeah, Devin Supertramp, amazing guy. Alright, next question by HKMRSL. Sup bruh? Love your videos, thank you, and I want to be like you one day. Okay, my quest is, how did you get started with your travel videos? How did I start? When I first got my first DSLR, which is a Canon 550D, okay, very good camera for beginners. So what I did was, I wanted to film a music video for one of my very early originals called I Need a Holiday. Okay, very cringy, you can watch it if you want to. But we went to Bohol, Philippines, and you know, the beach was very nice, very pristine, the waters are very clear. So that was my first, okay, actually my first like kind of travel music video, and that's how I kind of got started into like filmmaking when I'm traveling. So that was the first one. Yeah. Alright, this next question is by Jie Min Chan. Which camera would you recommend for a beginner who wants to pick up photography and filming? By the way, congrats on the almost 5K. Thank you, brother. In my opinion, if you want to use Canon, okay, I would recommend the Canon 80D, okay, because okay, the autofocus is good, operational wise, okay, it's very user friendly, and yeah, they can take like decent, good photos actually. What are your short and long-term plans in the future, career in filmmaking wise? Okay, for short-term goals wise is, you know, hopefully to get this channel to 8 to 10,000 subscribers, hopefully. So my long-term plan is to actually make an income from this channel and to make even better and greater content for you guys. And I don't intend to really, you know, set out like a big huge company, because I still want to do the things I love to do, which is to create like, you know, meaningful travel content and music that I really care about. Alright, next question by Sandy Janner. What was your dream job when you were a kid? Oh man, you know, I really, when I was a teen like in secondary school, I've always wanted to be like a singer or rock star, okay, like with a band. And you know, I was very influenced by like Lifehouse, Linkin Park. But you know, life, things change. Well, I'm still doing music, just in a different way. Music to me is another form of expression. So, you know, doing covers, and I'm still writing songs. Hopefully I can put them out later this year. So yeah, it's still good. Okay, YK_Cole asks, what is your main job? So, very good question. I don't really talk about it, but my main job is actually a freelance videographer. I do content for people, essentially. I shoot weddings, I shoot events, I do corporate videos. So I'm not making money out of this channel, alright? Totally not. So that's why my main, you know, long-term goal is to make my living out of this channel lah. But for now, I have to make content and do videos for people in order to survive in this very harsh world. The next question by Ethan NZX. Do you get sponsored for your travel videos, or is it all out of your pocket? Alright, first things first, if it's out of my own pocket, either I will be damn broke or I am super rich, okay, if it's all out of my pocket. So the answer is yes, I do get sponsored to create travel content. Just that, okay, it's for other people. Like as I've mentioned on the previous question, okay, I do content for like say the Smart Local, I do for airlines like Jetstar, Air France, and I also do content for travel apps like Klook. So it's on their channel, it's for their content, it's not for the content in my channel. Right now I'm still not in the stage where, you know, my channel is big enough to be sponsored to create my own content. So what I do is, you know, I would shoot the client videos when I'm traveling, and I would vlog a little bit, and I would, you know, take some clips from the main video and then make it into my own and put it on my channel. So in that way, you know, it's a win-win situation. I get to shoot for the client, the main job, and then I get to shoot my own stuff on this channel. But I still look forward to trips where it's not sponsored, because I have the most creative freedom in terms of just the activities and, you know, just focusing on creating content for this channel. Next question by All You Wanted. How did you start vlogging? Any tips for beginners? So, well, if you watched my older videos, which I pray you do not, I cannot talk to the camera, okay? I'm not comfortable with talking to the camera. So what I did was to watch a lot of vloggers like Casey Neistat, Fun for Louis, and the local like YouTubers. I just kind of like absorb, you know, from their different styles. That's one thing. And then secondly, which is the most important, is to practice. So what I did was to use Snapchat, okay, when I didn't have much followers on Snapchat, like maybe 2, okay, so I used that as practice ground, okay, to talk to the camera and just trying to form like my own perspectives. And that really helps me improve on my speech and my confidence in talking to the camera. So it's all about practice, practice, practice. Okay, next question by B. Zhengxian. Does autofocus works well when you're shooting video by using the adapter on your Sony a7S II with a Canon lens? No, the autofocus is garbage. Okay, it's not usable. Okay, I use manual focus. Audrey Chua _ are there any alternatives to achieve the cinematic scenes besides the glide cam? Of course! The glide cam is just one way of shooting. There are a lot of ways to achieve cinematic results, like good lighting, good framing, any kind of movement that is stable and you know, helps in the storytelling. It's going to help you achieve cinematic results. Alright, so the last one has a couple of questions. Okay, this one is by NTHY_. So what gave you the final push to start travel vlogging? I kind of started travel vlogging like last year in 2016. Initially for my travel videos, it was just music and like travel video montages over it. And you know, I enjoy doing that still. But to me, I was thinking like, you know, in order to really stand out on YouTube especially, like I have to have that bit of personality in front of the camera so that people can kind of relate to me more. Alright, second question. How did you manage to fund your travels initially? You know, I basically have savings, right, from like national service. So after uni, I started doing like, you know, small jobs, weddings, corporate events, and I saved up. And the key is to save and not spend on materialistic stuff like branded bags. I always try to save, and even until now, I'm still trying to save as much as possible because saving is a good trait. And then when you travel, okay, always save on flight and accommodation. You don't really need so much comfort. You know, if you're willing to sacrifice, then, you know, the flight is just to get you from point A to point B, and then accommodation, you know, if you can stay in like a hostel or something, you can save a lot and then use the money and spend it on activities instead. Alright, so the next question. Do you ever have the thought that your camera or current rapport is a burden? So in short, the question is, how do I balance between living in the moment when I travel and creating travel content? How do I balance between these two things? I would always try to plan out, you know, what are the key shots that I need to have when I'm in that location. So once I'm done with my key shots, okay, if I have the time, I would put down my camera, okay, and just, you know, spend time with my friends, enjoy the landscapes or enjoy the environment. Alright, last question. What do you have to say to aspiring travel photographers and videographers? Alright, very good question to end off the Q&A. So my motto and mantra to myself and to others is always remember the reason why you started out in the first place. And this applies to anything, music, photography, dance, any kind of art, or any kind of business. Sometimes we can get really bogged down by numbers, not feeling good enough, which I always feel all the time. And the only thing that will get you through is basically the passion. It's a long-term thingy. You know that you're going to do this for life and you're going to spend a lot of time, improving on yourself, improving on your craft. You're just going to enjoy the process instead of trying to rush to get to that destination. Alright, I think that's pretty much for the Q&A. Thank you all for the questions, and yeah, look out for more music and travel as usual. The usual content will be up again next week. So till then, I'll see you again. Bye bye.